Is this thing on? Look at the messy bottom.
What are you saying? Something about our old producer.
Oh, wow. Oh, Jesus Christ. We've started already. It was going to be, I thought we were going to have a nice day because everyone was here. And no, this is why we can't have nice things. Welcome to Uncensored Radio. You see our live because really it's a pack of nasty bitches and that's how it rolls. So, yeah. Welcome back for another week. We've got some faces we haven't seen in a hot minute. Kate McCarthy, how are you, boo?
My face is normal for now.
for now. I love how optimistic you are.
Do we have that picture? Can we throw that picture
I
up?
don't have that
picture. I will send it right now. Hold on. You can absolutely have that picture. Hold on.
I was
gonna be nice to you and not.
Oh God, don't be nice. Hold on.
I think we need to explain as we lead into this that Katie.
Go to someone else first.
Okay, we'll go to Luke, but don't explain Katie. Katie will explain herself. How are you presenting?
Okay, all right. I'm pretty good. Oh yes, I love my little top. It's beautiful. Look, I don't really have a lot to update everyone on in my life because I live a very boring father doing nothing.
You live a very boring father.
Yeah, just like, I can't do a lot. I wish I could get on here and say that I just had this big adventure or I had a train ran on me, but I can't because I don't do much. I'm just like, sorry, Jab. I had to steal your thunder today. I knew you wanted to get in there, and I just thought, I'm going to throw myself on the tracks.
Get in there, literally. Okay, very interesting.
Come and ride the train, the loop train.
Oh my God! Okay, hold on. I'm getting on the case, but everyone.
Well, Tim, how have you been this week, mate?
Yeah, how's Tim?
So interesting week for myself. I went into a low blood sugar. I'm diabetic, right? So I went into a low blood sugar induced seizure in bed Monday night at like 2:30 a.m. and I woke up in the ER. So
Tim has all
that was fun. Yeah. So I was passed out. It was everybody else's fun, really. I poking and prodding my naked body wrapped up like a gordita in my blankets. But it was interesting. And then the fiance's going away this weekend for the girls' weekend, so it'll be me and the dog all weekend at the house.
Oh, so, does the dog know to call 911?
Yeah, I put in one of those medical alert collars on him, so I can just, if I fall, I can just squeeze his collar. Help I've fallen, I can't get up.
Help me, I've fallen. I'm Betty White. I can't get up.
Yeah.
It's not good. So, how likely is your dog to eat you? If you're wrapped up like a gordita?
Very likely.
Okay, cool.
Very, very likely. He's a monster. He's 120 pounds. He's a big dog. So I could be gone when she gets home.
Without food, so you'd be the first food source he'd have.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, and I'm chubby, so I'm good eating. Yeah. Absolutely.
The dog will be well fed. That's all good. As long as you're looking after things left, right, and center. All right. Well, we're gonna go back to Katie. So Katie, let's talk about you. So all right, we'll go to the. You can leave it in. You tell me when to put the photo up.
Oh, just throw it up, baby.
Okay, here we go, folks.
All right, kids, for the last.
Oh,
Katie, why were you cosplaying as Trump's anus?
I've looked worse.
Did you have puffy pussy too?
I've looked worse. So for the past month,
Katie, did you have a puffy pussy?
I did not have a puffy pussy. It's just a puffy face.
Well, that's kind of disappointing.
It's just the money maker. So, by the way, the doctor did not like that joke when she's asking me very serious questions about is anywhere else breaking out? Nah, just the money maker. And she's just looking at me like, this isn't a funny situation. Okay, so it's been a month and I'm having variations of the breakouts on my face, and they're just getting worse. If you go to my TikTok, I've got a video on this now because all I can do is just laugh at myself because this sucks.
What caused it, Katie McCarthy? What
We're not
caused
sure
it?
yet. We are not sure yet. I have not been to the allergist yet. It's not for lack of trying. It's for you know who I look like.
Like the nun
Have y'all
or
seen
something from The Ring.
I look like Bubbles or whoever that ancient is.
I don't know. You look a bit like that that thing from Barbarian.
At least you look like you had some color.
So it's not for lack of trying. It's just because it's hard to get into a specialist. I am going to a dermatologist. I am going to an allergist. I think I have figured out my trigger, though. I think I'm allergic to peanuts like my kids.
Oh,
Which
so
sucks.
Makes sense,
you rubbing
wouldn't it?
nuts on your face, and it was your anniversary.
Yeah, that was my anniversary. Actually, that was my 10-year
Oh,
anniversary.
dear.
And I spent it
Oh,
in the
you
ER
got
with my
nuts on your
husband.
face. Oh, nice.
Yes. It's all Kyle's fault.
Yep. So
She's like,
that's how-
baby, I'm all puffy.
I could not open. Well, as you've seen that picture, I couldn't open my eyes. I got up in the morning and I'm like, I can't open my eyes.
That's
like,
jacked up.
yeah, it sucks. But
Yeah.
hopefully we're.
Did it hurt though? Were you in pain or?
It didn't actually. For a while,
Okay.
it hurt. I was just very swollen. But then after a while, it started to sting and itch.
Oh, that's the worst.
And the best part of that was not only was that my 10-year anniversary with the world's greatest Kyle, Grayson had a concert that night.
Oh no! So did you go in a veil?
Yeah, we get the come to with the black veil.
No, I looked at the nurse. I said, "I'm gonna be a real girlfriend. I gotta go to a school concert tonight. Don't let me go jacked up like this."
What'd she give you? Antihistamines.
She pumped me full of steroids, and my face started to come down a little bit, but I was still pretty messed up. So there I am, head of the PTO.
Because it was the anniversary. Did you lay there with your face all swollen up and was like a dirty baby?
No, he gave me the
Come damn it, porridge.
Your face was swollen, not your vagina. You're not a team player.
Oh God.
Oh dear. That's something. Well, look, Katie's had a very eventful life. Let's talk to Queen of the Footlong, Mr.
Hey,
Jeffrey
wait,
Emmett.
Kyle nearly died.
What?
What? No.
I mean,
Tim Nelly died. Tim Nelly died. Katie's face.
Sorry, I'm talking about Katie's husband now.
And Jeff hates life. Jeff
I
hates.
am in mourning.
Oh.
Why?
Oh. We all know why.
Why, Jeffrey?
I'm like,
We're gonna talk
somebody
about it.
get
We're
the
gonna
hot
talk about
budget
it.
hookers. Are you kidding me? All I can think about is the people from my town that were on Jerry Springer. I'm like, this is terrific news.
Is that why you said your condolences to Katrina A. Johnson because now she won't have a show to appear on?
No, because it's her anniversary.
It's her anniversary.
I'm not saying what it actually is. It's her anniversary, and it's not a fucking fun one, and it's the same as mine this year, and we're just not gonna fucking discuss that shit.
Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. We're also mature. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing any shit. But otherwise, Jeff, how's life? How's the salami slinging?
Yeah, we're hiring new people. We're
Yeah.
working hard, and I know some shit happened that I can't remember. And 2 weeks I'll be in Scranton, Pennsylvania. So if you're in,
yes, hold on, you will be. Let me get that up, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, did you? I didn't even send it to you. If you're in the Scranton, Pennsylvania area, come on down to the Holiday Inn at whatever the fuck that address is there, and come see me Saturday, May 13th.
200 Teague Street, Dunmore.
Yeah.
Doors open 7 p.m. Show starts at 8 p.m.
Jeffrey's going to be skinny for the show.
You like that Photoshop shit? He's like,
yeah.
Send me one in the waist up. I was like, you're killing me. He's like, get ready to die. So I'm like, I got the photoshopped one from hell. I was like,
did you contact Katrina A. Johnson for that?
It was through the app that she gave me and taught
like,
me how
I
to
got
do
you.
that. I did that. I was like, oh wait, Katrina. I'm like, I got this one. I was like,
Suck it in.
yep.
Suck it in, stretch it out, make it
And she's
smile.
like, now
That's
watch, you
good.
can do this. She taught me how to run that bitch.
Baby, I know.
It should be a good
I have
show.
I have a photo next to Katrina, and it's
3 out of 4 of
I'm
those
like,
people are funny.
we looked.
I know. I have not written anything yet. I'm like,
How long has it been since you've done stand up?
Well, I had that new series that was supposed to hit when COVID hit, and that was so yeah.
So 3 years.
Yeah, this guy's paying me,
A sight unseen.
and no, he's seen me. He's actually
Okay, well that's all right.
Yeah. So yeah, and I mean, yeah, I'm like, oh, I need to have a whole new act written, right? And I'm like, well, bitch, you better get busy because you got 2 weeks. And I don't have anything.
It's not long at all. It's literally 2 weeks away.
Just like Luke Shaw's whore. Ah!
I don't know if that's going to translate to the audience.
I was going to say, if you want to see more comedy like that, make sure you pay to go and see Jeffrey.
Yeah. Bloody oath.
Is that a joke?
We all gotta make some money.
I was being a bitch, Katie. It's all right.
We all gotta make some money. It's all good.
Wow, your face is a lot funnier than your jokes.
Oh wow!
Oh, you can't talk about funny faces, you messed up
That's
bitch.
the picture. At least I have an excuse for my funny looking face, but yours.
What is that movie where the chick comes in and she's like, the dude's like, you know, you're allergic to shellfish, and she just like throughout the movie she keeps and she looks just like
I can't.
She looks like in that movie, Nope. You know how that bitch gets messed up from the monkey? It like smashed her face in, and then she's like running around later. Yeah, it's like that. It's pretty.
Never saw it. Never saw it.
It was a horrible fucking movie.
It was terrible, wasn't it?
Anyway,
we'll discuss that later.
Movie review show is another one. It's all good. Speaking of Katrina A. Johnson, she's going to give us a quick little shimmy with this week.
Hot load of hot topics.
Yeah, baby, that's right. And of course, as Jeffrey alluded to, breaking news late last night, or early hours this morning here in Australia.
No.
Jerry, R.I.P. Jerry Springer.
Oh, man.
I didn't see that one coming. You know how like you see a lot of folks tapping on their way out, but I didn't see Jerry tapping out.
He went the same way as Kirstie Alley.
Kirstie Alley's alive,
Really?
isn't she?
No,
Jerry have
pink.
Where have you been?
Katie, we've had a whole show about Kirstie. I think you were on it.
No, she
Oh
wasn't.
my god, that's what happened. I went to the doctor and he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna put a scope up your ass and one down your throat." And he was like, "I said I'm like the gay Kirstie Alley with my weight," and he's like, "Well, hopefully not with the."
Oh yeah, she did die. I forgot about it.
Oh my god! The doctor told you not to die like Kirstie Alley.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Well, hopefully, Jerry will watch over Vera this weekend in her.
Yes. Well, we're gonna send our love to Vera at the end of the show. So she's a busy girl, but so he died. He had cancer, did he?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that-
Very quick,
I have-
very sudden, just like Kirstie.
Wow. But he's not a Scientologist though, so Jerry probably should have had a bit more attention
Hopefully,
paid,
they'll
I
take care of themselves and each other.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you did there.
No.
I see what you did
It
there.
was his final thoughts. It was.
Look, we're joking about it, but the man made a huge impact on popular culture. Like, there was a Jerry Springer musical. He had the show. He had,
Wait, a musical? Damn.
yeah, there's a Jerry Springer
But-
musical.
Did he
It's
cause
Judge
more harm
Jerry.
to those people? Did he?
It's scripted.
No, because it's something that would have happened anyway. And if you look at TV, if you look at daytime TV at that time, it was all kind of the same thing. He just amped it up to 11 and went with it. Like,
yeah, when that
None of
first
that was
kind of
real.
went
Come
that
on
way.
now.
Well, it was. I mean, we actually got offered to go on Jerry when it was in Chicago. They actually called us when Drew Shannon, Jeremy, they called us for months trying to book us when I told them all about the circles and the things going on, and they really did try to get us to come on. None of us would actually go. We just wanted to see, what you'd get if you'd go, But you really only got the free trip to Chicago. And we're like, we don't get paid.
Yeah, you get to make a tit of yourself on international television, but
and that was like in the early days of it, But
I think by the end of it, I was like, but you've got to look who were his contemporaries: Maury Povich, Sally Jesse Raphael,
Donahue,
Richard Bay.
What's the other one?
Gabby?
Lisa Gibbons, all those people that used to have TV shows.
What's
it was
that,
like,
Jeremy Scott? Is that one of them?
Yeah, I think so. But this, he literally took the formula and went, you know what? This is the trash TV people want to see, and just really, really amped it up. And
my boyfriend's sleeping with my brother.
Yay! You could have been on so many of those shows, Jeff. Jeffrey could have just had his own. And welcome back again, Jeffrey. You could have been like his Paul Schaefer and had led the band.
Jeffrey, why do all your friends have funny faces?
What happened? Oh my God! You're going to hell. You're going to hell. You're both going to hell. I know exactly what you're talking about. You're both going to hell.
I don't know what Woodstock.
You're going to hell. You're horrible, horrible people.
What's the next story, Steve?
Well, we're going from one dead person to another. Lots of dead people this week again. I thought this show
Facebook like.
We go on a run like woo! Oh, and death. International comedy icon Barry Humphries, aka
he did have a funny face.
David that passed away
He was
also
another
this week.
one. Ugly as fuck as a dude, man. Like, put the wig back on, bro.
Yeah. There's a bit of furor here in Australia about the celebration of Dame Edna at the moment, and the fact that Barry was a little bit problematic, shall we say, about his attitudes toward trans people and drag queens, and as someone who made his fortune off, assuming the role of a woman, he had a lot to say. He had a lot to say about other people who would do the same. So,
did he?
There's a lot of mixed feelings in Australia, especially in the drag community. There's a lot of mixed feelings about it. But
was he against it?
He was kind of
he called Caitlyn Jenner a mutilated man, I think.
Well, he's not.
That was one of the
Caitlyn Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner is not a good example of anything.
None of us like him. That one's fair, right? Caitlyn Jenner is fucking fair game, isn't she?
Did you see her the other day? She was on a red carpet, and she had She obviously doesn't wear Skims because the Spanx were on. The Spanx are on, but then the gut was hanging out underneath the Spanx. She was wearing a bodycon dress and turned sideways on the red carpet. I was like, Caitlyn, don't do that.
Why have you still got a bulge, baby?
I wish her many a painful nights of stepping on Legos. She's an awful person.
She's not. She's just not the one. But I think, again, with Barry is very much a product of his generation and someone that probably, I guess, refused to learn better.
Was he gay?
No, he was married 4 times to 4 different women.
No shit. See, I knew the character.
He needed 4 wardrobes.
And watched the character. Thought the character was funny. I remember like the talk show or whatever they were in the UK and stuff.
They meant their experience.
I didn't really ever know the dude behind the character. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Did you guys, Katie, or
especially
Tim, did you guys know anything ever really? Were you familiar?
Katie,
I knew who he was, but I knew nothing of his backstory.
Yeah.
Well, he's a comedian here. He had a lot of characters, but Dame Edna sort of went international.
Yeah.
It was the one that everyone was into.
Yeah, right. That I know. Yeah.
I am
Very
unfamiliar
much,
with
yeah.
this guy.
Very
You
much
didn't,
of
you
it.
didn't know Dame Edna?
No, I think Katie's that little bit too young.
I'm not that young.
Yeah, but like it's that generational gap of like a couple of years where you were like Dame Edna was kind of at her peak when we were young
in the 80s.
So yeah, like
90s.
the late 80s, early 90s, and then
90s.
she's faded away like out of nowhere. So it's kind of that just that little every now and then
faded away.
Every now and then, it's just that little couple of years that makes a difference. Where you're like, remember this person? You're like, nah, not really.
I know.
I don't think so. Yeah. So Dame Edna's dead now. We're going from
ashes to ashes, possum.
Sadness to celebration, because, ladies and gentlemen, Tucker's had to pack up his ties and fuck.
I don't care. I feel sad about
Tim's
this.
good friend. Leave him alone.
And now Fox crap. Because it's still saying on Foxtel, Tucker Carlson is on,
now,
but it's like
now
other
Fox
hosts.
is crap. Now Fox News is crap.
Fox News is always
Because they keep saying it's Tucker Carlson tonight, so I'm like, oh, good. There's like a rerun at least, because I do enjoy like the shenanigans of the show, and it's like just random Fox like personalities rotating through. I'm just like,
Fox News lost any credibility as soon as Chris Wallace left.
That's just
isn't that kind of funny that him and Don Lemon happen to both get fired the same day? Like, isn't that bizarre to anybody else? Like, I just find that really weird.
I thought the same thing. I thought, well, they got to even it out, so they got to get rid of Don Lemon.
Yeah. That was just. I mean, I'm kind of like on the same page as Luke. Like, I found it more entertaining than I really followed any of his politics or anything. But it was just like I was like, wow, Tucker Carlson got fired. Wow, Don Lemon got fired today. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, this is. Just really bizarre, the timing of everything.
Apparently, it came from the top. This has come from the top.
Because
it's been revealed that there was a sexual harassment lawsuit looming.
You mean Tucker Carlson sexually harassed someone? Get out of here.
He did. But he was calling people cunts and stuff in text because they pulled all his texts. And like he said mean things about some people who work there. I'm like,
get out of here. Tucker Carlson said something awful to someone.
Well, allegedly that was Don saying that he was very misogynistic, allegedly, and that he was not a team player when it came to working with women.
Yeah.
Hostile work environment she's citing. Sexism in a hostile work environment, which look at the man.
Listen, journalism is a male-dominated field. I'm going to have to say that pretty much. Yeah.
Now that Barbara Walters is dead.
And pretty much any field is male dominated.
Okay. Hello, nurse enters the chat.
Okay, well, most fields. Most fields. Okay, anyways, so
surrounded by women.
Katie, you're wrong.
Okay,
even medicine, I'm finding there's probably more women
I was
coming
surrounded
into it
by.
now.
I was always the only guy. Every job I've ever had, I'm always the only guy.
I'll raise you that and call dance teacher.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
All these flaming homos couldn't make it in the man's world.
Okay. Journalism is still a male-dominated field. If you come into this field, it's a male's world. I'm going to say every male that I have ever encountered being in that field has been a dick for the most part.
I think most journalists are dicks, though. They're quite narcissistic, and I have to get my story out there. And people mean me.
Do you think it's because
D?
Do you think it's because especially because journalists, the ones that are after celebrities, they want that fame? Do you reckon? Like, I get that from some of those interviewers. Like, I'm asking this hard question to put you on the spot. Right?
Yeah, to get notoriety for myself.
Back down a little.
It's an
the desperation. The desperation reeks too much. It's like,
oh, would you say that to Barbara?
Would I say that to Barbara?
Towards the end, she would know what I'm Barbara Walters. Where am I? Running into walls.
I don't know if I've ever told you guys this. When I used to get drunk, I used to do Barbara Walters impressions.
Oh God, with that face?
No, not with that face, but with that terrible voice.
Hello, I'm Barbara Walters.
And this is
It's never gonna
2020.
get old. It's never gonna
This
get old.
is 2020. My good friend Hugh Downs.
My vision is no longer 2020.
I'm gonna say I have a lot of trouble in my mind separating real Barbara Walters from Sherry O'Terry Barbara Walters from SNL.
Did you bitches see her apartment went up for sale this week?
Barbara's.
Hey.
Yeah, it's not. It's
Ooh, 19 mil.
Probably.
But it's like on the 6th floor and overlooks Central Park.
yeah, it's like when Jones' place was.
Oh, do you
Buying
reckon
that for us,
Barbara?
Jeffrey?
Do you
Is that
reckon
gonna be our new
Barbara got
headquarters?
eaten out in there?
I reckon she did.
Oh yeah, she was
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of a. She was a.
She was
you
a
know,
whore. She used
Yeah.
to sleep around, old Barbs.
Yeah.
She used to throw it around like it was her
Facts.
book.
Let her.
Like it was
Let
her
her.
book.
Let-
Tim knows. Ask.
She earned it. She earned it.
I'm
Let
telling
her
you,
be sexually liberated. Let
biggest
her be.
mistake of my life.
Good for you, Barbara. Good for you. Good for you, baby. Good
Sleeping
for
with
you.
a 90-year-old Barbara Walters.
Tim's like,
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Tim's
Tim's
one
like,
of the chapters in
sex
her
ever.
book. Audition.
Tim's like, it was
Available now anywhere books are sold.
So when you had your seizure, Tim, did you see her? Like, you know, when you
Did
blacked
see
out,
Were
people.
you thinking of Barbara? Was that what happened?
Yes, I saw Tucker Carlson, Don Lemon, and Barbara Walters. And I said, that's weird. This is such a male-dominated field. Then why is Barbara Walters here? I guess that was where my left conscience thought.
My
Oh.
dreams
As the
was that
person who worked in the field. Thank you very much.
That was a good call. Good boy. I enjoyed that. That was very, very
Was the
nice.
only female that worked on the board. Suck my dick,
Shut up.
Tim.
You're the only
All right,
female
what-
here, so fuck up.
Where else?
I
Where
don't
are the
know,
sandwiches?
Luke. I'm pretty sure
Oh.
she's got a bigger dick than you.
Oh, wait, what was that, Tim? Oh.
Oh no!
Oh.
I
She's got
said
the
that.
button. She's got the button.
Tim didn't say nothing.
I did. It was me, bitch. I said you got a bigger dick than Luke.
No,
how's
I
the
thought
ir-
Tim was getting nasty. Tim's
How's
getting
the
nasty.
irony? Jeffrey's the one that makes the sandwiches here.
Fine, there. There. Now they're
Oh
both out.
god.
Now they're both out.
Oh,
Look, don't, because if you leave Jeffrey too long, he sleeps. Look, he goes into monitor reset. And then it takes him forever to get him back. It's like, no, come back,
Listen,
Yeah,
I
Jeffrey.
thought I actually
want a
missed the
sub.
show. I was putting
Oh,
the
no.
kids to bed and I passed out, and I was like, "Oh no!"
Daddy's gonna lay down for.
Oh, like that time you were supposed to move your car and you fell asleep.
Yeah, it's real easy for me to.
I do that sometimes though when you have every intention of I'm just gonna sit here for a second. It's always when you're like it's just.
It's
a
true,
second. How
actually.
much
When
it
we'd be
hurt.
in public, Steve would just like have a little snooze. You know, like, I will just sit out here for a minute in Disneyland. Steve would be,
I've been on the phone
Disneyland,
with
I
him, and all of a
didn't.
sudden I'm like,
He
"This
did.
bitch is sleeping."
What a
Steve's a
Disneyland I did.
hardworking bitch. Leave him alone.
But Tim did it
I,
better. He actually went into a full seizure.
right. Yeah, I was gonna say I do it on occasion, but I'm usually driving when it happens. So
Oh,
Look, Jeffrey's done that too.
red light,
Oh God.
red lights. My head on my steering wheel.
And see, that's normally a male-dominated field, but Anne Heche enters the chat.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, we're going back to
my God.
animation jokes.
Oh my god.
Are we not done with those jokes? They're just not
That
funny
is
anymore.
that is always an interesting / scary moment though when you like drive and the next minute you're like, how did I get here? You're like, oh okay.
You might
Yeah.
have some
I
new
was
material there.
Momentarily, I do it. This is really bad, but I've done it on the freeway a lot. I'm like, it's too much.
I got in
Straight line. I'm like,
I got in a terrible car accident. Actually, that happened. I dozed at the wheel and I hit a telephone pole. Totaled my car, broke ribs.
Me too.
Terrible. Yeah, really bad.
look at you two
Oh,
twinning
you
over
crazy
there today.
kids.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You know, with all
If you
that,
ever see
reckless
Jeff or Tim
endangerment.
coming towards you on the road, get
At least here in Australia, we have those things on the side of the road now that when you hit it, they go, and you're like, oh fuck!
Oh no, we have those too, but they're not really that effective.
That's what I'm like. Listen, I don't care if the autopilot runs people over. That's their problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me the autopilit, bitch.
Yeah,
You don't have a Tesla. You don't have a Tesla. It's just, it's not. Oh, actually, Teslas have been running people over left, right, and center.
They need to move it along.
Like, I totaled the Volkswagen, so now I drive a full-size pickup, so I kill other people, not myself. So I'm much safer now.
You gotta look after number one, baby. You gotta look.
That's it. I take care of old numero uno.
Yeah,
I went over the little people.
See,
good luck in your Tesla.
Falling asleep at the wheel and killing people here. I'm just afraid I'm going to overdose on Benadryl, meet the Hat Man, and just die from sleep paralysis.
In fairness, Caitlyn Jenner did it too. So
To be fair, that was Bruce.
Very male dominated.
Vehicular manslaughter is a very male dominated field, and that's why Caitlyn.
All right, you know what? You're going to make me look up the stats, aren't you? Just because you're going to make fun of me for this male-dominated bullshit.
Oh, get over it. It's funny. Do you know what else is a male-dominated field?
This fucking
Jeffrey's
chat.
gonna have something to say about this one.
I'm over the shit.
Divorce.
I thought we talked about this last week.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we
It just
did.
happened this week. Shannon Doherty is divorcing her husband while she's battling stage 4 cancer.
She's still alive?
Apparently,
God.
he's been cheating on her.
Well, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, so that's my question.
I fucking knew it. I called her in that fucking reality show that he was a piece of shit. I fucking knew it. He's an asshole. I hope he gets chlamydia.
You done?
Well, still better than cancer.
But
fine. I hope.
This makes. I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna ask a serious question.
Okay.
This makes him a special kind of asshole, right? Unless they have some kind of agreement where she's like, "Hey, I can't necessarily do the whatever you need to do. Go out and get it."
Yeah, but normal people don't talk like that.
I know,
not
but
necessarily unless they have an open marriage.
Well, Shannon.
Yeah,
Shannon's
normal people don't talk like that.
This is Hollywood as well.
Plenty of people have open marriages.
This makes him
Not
a
normal.
bit of a. This makes him a
What's
bit
normal anymore?
Your face.
Anyway, stop interrupting me, or I'll
not.
boot both of you.
Really not.
Okay, sorry, Steve. Sorry.
This kind of makes him a special kind of asshole, right?
Yes.
Sure. You're
Right.
going somewhere with this.
This makes him a special kind of asshole.
I think it's a very lowly thing to do because, you know, there's someone who's suffering and at the end of their life and you couldn't just pull your shit together at least.
I don't necessarily think Shannon's at the end of her life. She looked pretty damn good at 90s cons. She held her own. She's got a podcast. For someone that's in stage 4 cancer, Jeffrey, I'll give you that.
Yeah, but stage 4 just takes you like that. It doesn't like.
I know.
slowly
I'm
creep up.
aware. Thank you. I know. I'm aware. But she is not a wilting flower either. She's like the publicist is like, you need to ask this woman what happened, and called her out in the press release about their divorce. I'm like, oh, that's Shannon Doherty for you right there. She's not fucking around.
He with
Not really.
when they met, I can't remember like the scoop. There was something.
I never said it was bad. I just said
why I didn't like this fuck. Right? Like, wasn't he like with somebody when they got together?
It was probably married. Who knows? He looks like that kind of dude.
Allegedly.
He looks like that kind of dude.
There was something always about him that I didn't like. I loved that fucking reality show. I was very sad it didn't come back.
I was very sad. Very sad.
Very sad.
But people just don't like her, do they?
Her husband don't like her?
Well, there's
Even her
always been
husband don't like
reports
her.
that she was difficult to work with, but I don't know. Like, I don't know her.
Alyssa Milano
I
didn't
think-
like her.
Alyssa Milano doesn't like a lot of things.
Who was that other bitch on Charmed?
I think
Holly
I think it's a bit more telling that that the panel for Charmed was Shannon Doherty, Holly Marie Combs, and Rose McGowan.
Oh,
It's like, one of these things just doesn't belong here. It's like, and that they're all acting like best friends. So I wonder who the problem actually is.
Oh, I've heard that about Alyssa Milano, actually. I went to college with someone who said they were a cousin of hers, and apparently she's always been an issue like that. So that's what I've heard. Yeah. For what it's worth.
But she was very good in Fear.
And Jenny Garth and Tori Spelling are even to this day, very mean girl about both Shannon and Tiffany Empathy said it's like, we don't like brunettes. Because that was random at 90s Con. They had all the original cast of 90210 and Rebecca Gayheart, ?
Isn't Tori Spelling a natural brunette?
Yes. Well, she's not a natural anything.
What was that?
Was that her face swelling up in real time?
Yeah. I was going to call her a natural cunt, but
Yep. Yeah, that's my face going.
Yeah, that was me going.
Very similar to you making seizure noises while driving.
Did her and Dean break up yet? When's the next reality show coming?
Who knows? When she needs more money. Do you reckon oh no, her and Candy have made up now. They're like, yeah.
Candy's paying the bills.
Yeah, Candy's paying the bills again, so Tori looks like a celebrity again.
No boy.
No, she said she's just paying the expenses. She's not paying no extras like credit card bills.
Oh yeah, for how she'd be like 50-something. For a 50-something-year-old woman, her mother's paying her bills.
Yeah. She's in Hollywood, Bubs.
Suck my puss. That's fucked. No wonder she had to do. But oh no, that's Jenny Garth with the house renovation show. Did you guys ever see that, Jeff?
Oh yeah, the country. Yeah.
She's like, "This is my house. This room looks exactly like the last room we did, and the room before that, and the room before that. This is my Jenny Garth house. It matches my personality."
Well, there was supposed to be
white and vintage.
A Tori Spelling show where they were flipping something or whatever, and that it never even aired.
She's flipping something. That's
She's
flipping
Loved the reality shows. Was always entertained.
Flipping that nose back to season 1, Beverly Hills 90210.
Oh, stop it!
Living her best life.
Stop it.
Dean's a monster.
He is a monster. He used to fuck anything that moves, and they don't really quiet. They're not hot anymore, are they? They're not in. It's all about the Kardashians now. Tori Spelling, and
Dean?
Her husband. Her husband that fucks anything that moves. Speaking of husbands that fuck anything that moves and dirty fucking, Jeffrey's excited about this one. Ladies and gentlemen,
what's that?
There was a very famous phrase that was coined a little while ago. I don't think we'll ever see Denise Richards again, but we will. Denise Richards, everyone's favorite wild thing, is returning to Real Housewives.
Why is she so airbrushed there? I thought
what
someone
the fuck is wrong with her face?
That's how she looks.
A lot of Photoshop.
She's returning as a friend of the show. Along with
she'll just pop up in a few episodes. So
along with other former housemates, castmates, Camille Grammer and Kim Richards. The common denominator is everyone that had a fight with Lisa Rinna is now coming back to the show to, I guess, give them ratings and excitement and fun. It's just like, Lisa Rinna's gone. We have to pull some fucking punches. Break out that alcoholic. Break out the alcoholic, break out the slut. It's good.
I've just never seen the appeal, but I know you guys love it. Of the Housewives series, like I get like there's bitchy rich women and like it's funny at times, but I think they are very mean spirited too. Like it gets a bit much to sit through when they start being real horrible.
When was the first year this shit started? Like not
early 2000s.
The Real Housewives in itself.
Well, this is Oh, the first, like early 2000s, like
Okay.
2000.
Yeah.
So for 20 years, I managed to steer clear of this bullshit. It was like, I'll never watch this garbage. It was you two fucking homos with that fucking look at this bitch with her pointy finger, the fucking camel tooth, got me fucking all up in
Real
this
Housewives
shit.
of Melbourne.
Yeah, and then fucking the next thing I know, fucking 2 months later, I've watched 10 seasons of Real Housewives of Beverly fucking Hills, and I'm like a crackhead. Like, I can't wait. When's it coming back on, Steve? Oh my God, did you watch Steve? Oh my God, Steve.
Steve's taste has invaded my Spotify because now every time it comes on shuffle, Erica Jane comes on. It's a pop. I can't help it. It's so good.
And in important Australian news, the Housewives are getting rebooted here in Australia too. Real Housewives of Sydney, the only Housewives franchise to ever get cancelled because the stars of the show were too mean, is coming back.
It was a watch.
Without the problematic ones, though. They have been fired. The boring ones have been kept. And the original cast members, minus the nastiest one, of Real Housewives of Melbourne. Of Melbourne, have all been spotted talking to producers as well. So Real Housewives looks like it's coming back.
That's so sad.
Are they bringing back my favorite girl?
Well, Gina's would be a big part. Hi, Vera! Yeah. So yeah, Real Housewives will be back in the real world and excited.
Vera, come back. There's too much penis here.
Do we care about Disney?
No.
I like Disney.
No. We'll talk about it. But anyway, Lilo and Stitch is getting a real life.
Right there, the bottom guy. That's what I look like when I'm swollen. Right there. Sorry.
The Zach Galifianakis character. So it's filming in Hawaii right now. So if anyone's a Disney fan, it's like, ooh, interested. I don't know. I put it up there just in case. Ain't nobody else writing articles.
Live Remax.
No one else is writing articles, so I just do what I want.
I wrote something.
So, okay, we'll do a serious one now, I guess. Barbie this week has released its first in its new line of visibility Barbies. This is Down syndrome Barbie. There's 778 different additions to the Barbie line. Let me find. Talk amongst yourself. How do we feel about? I know that there's a lot of people going, why is inclusivity popular?
God.
But I think this is the kind of thing that we need to see. Like,
absolutely, I like it. I think it's great.
I think that every child deserves to be able to play with a toy or see themselves in the culture that they absorb, given how much of it they do absorb in this day and age. It's he's being an asshole.
No, it's because I looked up at Luke and Luke just had this smirk on his face, and I'm like, fuck him.
Listen, representation matters.
No, I do think it's
a good. It is lovely, and like, you know, children should have like, just even like, the doll won't just be for people with Downs; it'll be for other little kids too, and then they'll ask questions and they'll learn stuff about it as well. Mm-hmm. So it is good.
But do you think this is going to face the issues like? I saw a lot of. I don't know why my TikTok feed is full of Candace Owen at the moment.
Oh.
She is the worst. She is the worst person in the world. Like, she's my new fucking.
Oh God!
She hurts my brain with her logical leaps so much. But she's the kind of person that has a problem with there being a fat Barbie or there being, you know.
She has a problem with people using wheelchairs wearing Skims. It's so ridiculous. I've never wanted to hit someone with a shovel so fucking bad.
But
just right across the face.
We make these like little steps forward, and it seems like I don't know. There's this subset of culture that wants to take us back to the 1950s, and it's really troubling. Like, even in Australia, I don't know why all of a sudden, actually I do know why. It's because of social media. Fucking inbred mountain hicks are now campaigning against fucking drag story hour here in Australia, and I'm just like, this isn't our problem. Like, this has never been an Australian issue until we absorbed it through your culture, which is what we do. And that's a problem with Australia, is that we rely on outside influences to dictate what we do in our day-to-day lives. Look at all these mouth-breathing fucking idiots that are like, trans rights. I'm like, you've never met a trans person to start with. You're a fucking welfare cheat. So, like, calm down.
The liberals are the snowflakes that need the safe spots. But I've never seen somebody so triggered by Barbies, by coffee, by Bud Light. Like, the list goes on and on and on and on. But man, who's the snowflake here? It's just...
Again, why are people here in Australia getting triggered about Dylan Mulvaney being on a beer that's American, that doesn't even get sold here and is not good and has nothing to do with anything that's going on. It's not like we put Carlotta on like VB or something here in Australia. I just like,
well, you know what the
can't you just stay in your own lane, people?
You know what the best part was?
They cannot.
Kid Rock and what was it, Travis Tritt? Someone like that has restaurants down in Nashville. That were still selling Bud Light products after they had like denounced it, something like that. And I thought that was the funniest fucking thing I had ever heard. Like, you made such a big stink about how bad it is, but your restaurants are still selling Budweiser products. Get fucked.
Spartan Power
people like it.
Spartan's back in the chat for 2 minutes before he gets banned, so hi, Spartan.
Hi, Spartan.
Yeah, sorry, Jeffrey.
I'm getting a FaceTime.
Oh, someone's FaceTiming.
Who?
Anthony Sacco.
I'm busy. I'm on the show.
Oh, I'm like, my computer's not a touchscreen. No wonder why it wouldn't decline it.
It's very, look, these people, it just proves that these people aren't smart. They're like, I'm going to buy this Bud Light to throw it out.
Gonna buy this Bud Light to shoot it with a semi-automatic weapon.
I'm gonna buy this Bud Light. I'm gonna buy this Bud Light to run it over with a steamroller. I'm like, you're missing the point. You're not supposed to buy it if you're not supporting it. You fucktard.
Or you've already bought it and you're dumping it. Like, I'm boycotting. Like, they've already got your money,
like,
pal. They don't give a shit.
Even did you see the video of the dude in Walmart that was like picking up the cans and like cases of Bud Light and throwing them around and whatnot? I'm like, I'll just write that off. Like, you're not affecting. You having one little like brain snap in a Walmart is not going to take down Anheuser-Busch. It's not going to happen. It's like, I don't know. Write your congressman if you have a fucking issue, you retard. Like, I said it today. I said it today.
Yeah, it's like a virus.
Damn it.
That's it. Who's gonna say it next week?
This is how passionate I get. I'm sorry.
Contagious.
Jesus Christ. I'm rolling in my own grave here. Woo! Chad!
Cancelled.
We're going, well, look, if it hasn't happened yet.
Cancelled.
If it hasn't happened yet.
I'm starting a campaign.
Well, we have a little announcement to make, but it's off the back of this next article.
It's Steve's
now, we are all children of a certain age, and this next show that we're going to talk about definitely, I think, was an awakening for a fair few people. Baywatch is coming back, ladies and gentlemen. I think, as Jeff said, Pamela Anderson better be like the boss of everything.
I heard to be a new Mitch.
Right.
Well, Mitch might cameo, but I think they'll have to have a new.
Let's talk about it. Who didn't watch Baywatch? Ever? No. You never saw an episode of Baywatch?
No, not really.
Who has never seen how amazing Pamela Anderson's tits are?
I saw the sex tape.
Yeah. Who saw why she was married to Tommy Lee? Oh.
I saw the sex tape.
We all saw the sex tape.
We all
See,
saw the sex tape.
That's a very universal.
We
like,
should send her a check.
Even in this day and age, right? Like when celebrity sex tapes leak, they are nowhere near as
Katie,
like,
next time when
wide-
you have a swell up on your face, can you do a sex tape?
No,
Oh,
absolutely not.
That's a
And
very
you can call it
different.
the Elephant Girl.
It's
Absolutely
very
not.
different OnlyFans moment.
Absolutely not.
Very different elephant.
That's
elephant
content
moment.
that's not $3.99, baby.
Yeah,
Basket.
put that behind the fucking paywall.
I'll play
But-
Sheridan. I can be your mom. Be like, oh, baby, give little baby kisses on your vagina.
No, that's not $3.99 content.
No, I think that's an $8 at least, right? $8
I am
at
worth
least.
more than that.
That's
Yeah.
$9. Thank you.
Hey, Katie,
No.
that's a good one.
But I think it's weird. I think it's weird that so many people have, well, not weird, very interesting, and speaks to our culture that so many people have just seen that sex tape. Like, yep, I saw it.
I
I
So
saw it.
after the
It's all the
Netflix doco.
Everybody should send her a fucking $1.
I should be a billionaire.
Oh,
She
she's
would be
fine.
able to
She's got
fuck.
plenty of
But
money anyway.
She deserves everything.
No, she doesn't.
No,
deserves
that was
the world.
You
Clearly,
didn't
didn't
read the
watch
book.
the
You didn't watch the
documentary.
documentary.
No, I
You didn't read the
didn't.
book?
I haven't watched
No,
it.
no. Pammy's yeah. Look, I think
Okay, so
it's
she's going back to Baywatch.
I think it's surprisingly a lot more to Pamela Anderson than we all expected. Who knew?
Tammy is a complicated woman and she's very talented.
She is. As I said, I really enjoyed Stacked. That was great. Good show.
I enjoyed her in Scary Movie 3.
She was fantastic in Chicago. Did you see any clips of her?
I heard that she was really good as Roxy.
Awesome.
She's not a singer, but that's okay.
A lot of them aren't, but she was still great.
She was funny. I unironically really enjoyed Barbed Wire when it first came out.
I think a lot of
I
people
was like,
did.
Like,
did
yes,
too.
bitch, you put on that leather. You work. Oh,
A
not
lot
even
of
leather,
people did.
PVC. It was PVC. It was plastic. It was shiny.
It was still good.
Remember when she got out of the bathtub and she's like, ooh,
Ooh.
she's hot.
Nobody calls me babe.
Don't call me babe.
What are you guys doing to me right now? Like I'm having I'm like having crazy flashbacks. This is I feel like I'm having PTSD.
Show us
from
where
them.
your hands are, Tim.
Don't
Your
put
hands
it
right
back
in
and
the
do
end.
another
Yeah.
speech.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
the reason we're talking about Baywatch today, Luke, do you want to drop the news?
Okay,
Without-
look, there's been a lot happening lately. Katrina A. Johnson's just been cast in a film. We'll reveal more about that later. But Katrina A. Johnson, Steve and I did happen to go to the beach, and we found a Mr. Jeremy Jackson there, who was just mincing around without his clothes on, as he does. And he wanted us to do some hippie stuff with him. And then he said he'll come to our podcast. And then it's just all gone from there. So, yeah, Hobie's on our show next Tuesday night, Wednesday, Australia time.
So correct, we sat down with Mr. Jeremy Jackson for quite a lengthy conversation. And I must say, if you like celebrity tell-alls, go and talk to Jeremy Jackson because he will tell you anything that you want to know, and you will find out more about it because we do talk about the size of his Baywatch on the show. Because Katrina did you proud, Jeff. Katrina did you proud, and
Katrina really got her Barbara Walters on in its male-dominated field.
Yeah.
She fully
Wow.
went in on him. No, she got him talking about. Jeremy tells us the exact age he lost his virginity, so tune in for that.
Yeah,
I was shocked. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Because Jeremy has
he's been
famously
fighting people.
He's had an
Paris
up
Hilton?
and down. Yeah, we talked all of. Katrina asked him about shit that I was like, "Oh, I don't know if we can ask him about." And he's like, "Oh yeah, blah blah blah." Oh, he's like, "Oh, you got to ask me that now." And then he's like, "Bleh." So if you like celebrity gossip from the late 90s, early 2000s, come and check out our interview with Jeremy Jackson because, dude, a lovely dude, like lovely dude, and will just talk your ear off. I was just like, okay, bro. And yes, his lifeguard tower is quite substantial, according to Cherry.
Yeah.
I believe the phrase.
According to photos.
I believe the phrase "slinging rope" was used.
Yeah.
Find out more.
Yeah.
Find out more Tuesday/Wednesday. But while we're talking about it, this is going to happen. If you have something salacious / horrible / interesting to tell us, you can always drop us a line at Uncensored Confessions. It is pinned to the top of the Facebook page. There is a post on our TikTok. There is a post on Instagram. We have a whole heap of confessions, and
Steve, how
dear.
disturbing are we talking here?
A couple of you like, oh shit.
I want to know how many of them are yours.
Yeah.
I haven't submitted nothing. I was tempted. I was like, do I send a fake one in? But no, I thought, no, I want to have a legitimate, like, just
and then I looked at
our own show.
And a couple of them that have just gone full on in. I'm like, oh, you really needed to get that off your chest. Okay, cool. So Uncensored Confessions is coming at you soon, but it's never too late to submit and, give us a little bit of information. And
if you do submit one in the next 24 hours, Katie will send you an autographed picture of her swollen face.
I mean, if you really want one.
The merch goes flying off the shelves. Can you imagine? It's the highest selling merch.
Listen, I apparently have fans, so
we should put it on the
and stand off in the chat too if you want Katie to start her Thomas J. I've been stung by bees OnlyFans. Just let us know. We will make it happen.
Katie's OnlyFans.
See without her glasses.
Yeah, Katie's OnlyFans is she can't see without her glasses.
Spartan,
oh no, Spartan! You don't have to, my friend.
No,
it's all anonymous.
Free,
Whatever you submit.
No.
He's talking about the confessions, girl.
He gets one for free because he's been here a long time. You get one for free.
No, he's talking about the confessions. I'm letting him know you can submit from from your Facebook account. It doesn't give any details. It's a Microsoft form.
It's not even a Facebook account. It is a general.
It's like a Microsoft form.
Account. Yeah. It's a form. You just write it in and let us know. But now you're going to make us guess which one's yours, Spartan.
Okay, so
now I'm gonna be because I am the only one who has read these at the moment, and I'm gonna be like,
yeah, that's not fair.
Well, I've got to.
I guess someone needs to hold it together when they read it out. I guess so. You need to be going in prep because I have a feeling that it's gonna be doozies.
And I need one of them. I can't read in full because of the content and because we are
on this show.
Because we're on Facebook, it will breach Facebook guidelines. So we might have to do a special YouTube only version of one of them.
Oh, you know what I hate?
It is.
There's code. You can code.
Do we need Bonnie on this show?
Zuckerberg, apparently. Like if you're talking about death, you can unalive yourself.
That's TikTok.
Oh no, that's for Facebook too, baby.
Oh, I don't do unalive.
Yeah, I think
I'm an adult.
Oh no, I think it's pretty lame too. And
how people deal with the concept of death?
I don't get it.
You know who was good at unaliving was Jerry Springer.
Well, no, he wasn't good at it.
That was too
that
soon.
fell flat.
That was bad.
Well, he just mastered it, right?
He just he wasn't that good at it. He only just got it right at 79. All right. I'm going to end the show because Vera's not here and this has been a weird one. We're going to get weirder.
Oh, really?
Just when you thought society wasn't on its knees already, in good old Australia, of course this happened in Australia.
Oh boy.
We have to
Florida or Australia.
In Adelaide, actually. This is where it was. I'm going to put up this picture and we'll see if the panel notices anything strange.
What the fuck?
He's on meth and he's eating raw chicken from Woolies.
Yes. So this.
Wait,
this
I didn't get a. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
this gentleman has just
raw chicken
You're
out of.
supposed to cook it first.
He's cooked himself, so he doesn't need to cook his food.
Okay, but can we talk about the person in front of him?
She's getting the fuck out of there. She's wearing a very common bogan attire for South Australia. Like, she probably got that shirt when she got her health check done.
I was talking about her eyebrows, but okay.
I'm just talking about running away from whatever that is. That's a step away from cannibalism. Who is eating raw chicken on an escalator just so nonchalantly?
People on crack. People on crack.
What?
In fairness, they have them in California too, remember? Like, you'd be walking to Disneyland with children all skipping and happy, and there's someone standing there with their penis out and shit all over themselves.
Can I read you? Can I please read you the following reactions? And let's see how we all go. Here we go. The chicken might be raw, but he is definitely cooked.
Yep, we got that.
One I would say.
Can someone please see if this man is still alive?
Why?
Is that raw chicken? Please tell me the photo is deceptive and it's pieces of ham rolled up or something. A third person wrote. This one. He doesn't have time to waste sitting down to eat, putting shoes on, or cooking his fuse. Few understand his grind set. The smell of salmonella from here. Someone else wrote.
That's what it was.
He wants a week off from work. Someone is trying to get a few sick days. If he's trying to lose weight, this will probably work.
Well, he may even go to ICU for that one, but probably his drug use will lead him there either way. So
how much? I wonder how much he ate, and the texture
probably
of
the whole thing.
The texture of uncooked chicken.
How do you chew it? How do you chew that?
I don't know, but
and he probably doesn't have any teeth either, so he's just got to gum it down.
It's firmly in the category of I had to see it, so you have to see it. So thank you for seeing this with us this week. Next week, as Luke said, Jeremy Jackson, ready to go. Be ready for some Baywatch nights. It's going to be.
Means I got to be on the show again.
Yeah, it's pre-recorded. You fool. You were already done. She's not smart, ladies and gentlemen, but that's okay.
She's just messing around.
Thank you for joining us today, Jeffrey, Luke, Katie, and guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, he's finally made the end title.
Don't do it. Don't you do it to me.
Thank you for joining us on UCR Live. We'll see you next week.
I made it. I really made it.
We like you. We really like you. You're so excited. Look at
it. Here it comes. Here it comes. Hey! There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Accountability will